Hey guys, back again. Today our I can statement is I can identify the theme of a poem by using comprehension clues. So remember, as we do our videos and our book this week and next week, we're going to be using these comprehension questions, tie them all together to find the theme of this book. So today let's go ahead and dive in and review February through March. You should have read it and answered these comprehension questions yesterday. If you did not, go ahead and stop and go back and do that. So let's think about how old is Jack. Use text evidence to support your answer. Oops, that just says you. So for this one, I'm going to use it as a little test. I want you to go back, use your text evidence to support this answer using your say, mean, matter chart. Remember, we used it yesterday. So pick a say, finish that sentence. Pick a mean, finish that sentence. And pick a matter. On March 1st, Jack is ready for his name to be displayed with his work. What caused this change? So let's think about on March 1st. Let's go back, find our March 1st. So that did not go to March 1st. That's no problem. You should have your book in your hand anyways, because I sent out a couple weeks ago for your parents to grab it from the school. So make sure you have your book and we will get started. So March 1st says, yes, you can type up the yellow dog poem. That looks like a dog, but this time keep the spaces exactly the same, and maybe it would look really, really good on yellow paper. Maybe you could put my name on it, but only if you want to, only if you think it looks good enough. So why do you think he wants his name to be displayed with his work? What caused this change? So if you look back at February 26th, just the page before, it said, I tried one of those poems that looks like what it's about. My Yellow Dog by Jack. I want you to look at that poem. You can see where he used the words, basically the anatomy, like what it's made up of the dog. So eyes, ears, body, tail, leg, paw, yellow, wag, sniff, 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 slobber, slobber, slobber. And he drew a little bit within the poem. So maybe he feels really connected to this work. Maybe it's not as deep as a normal poem. It's kind of more artistic in a way, because it's just shape. It's not about his feelings. So I'm thinking maybe it's more generic. He became more confident and it wasn't as deep as a normal poem. How does Jack feel about the other anonymous poet in the classroom? So you can find this in the March 7th poem. If you read through, it explains how he was a little embarrassed when people came up to him and told him how good his poem was and asked him how they thought of that. And then it tells that the teacher put up a tree poem. It was shaped like a tree with straggly branches. And he's really curious. He wants to know who this anonymous poet is, um, and why they didn't want to put their name on it. Maybe it was the same as him. He wanted to know, maybe it was a different reason. He wanted to know that. Maybe it was like him when he didn't think his words were poems. And he really wants to tell this poet that they did a good job. So I think he's very accepting of this anonymous poet. He's proud of them and he really likes the poem. And then I want you to use your text connection. How do you feel about your work being displayed in school? Tell me how you feel. You don't have to hide. You don't have to hide it. Tell me really how you feel. All right, guys, we are almost halfway through the book. I think. Let's look. Yeah, we are like 2 pages away from being halfway through the book. You have done such a good job so far. I'm loving reading your responses in your Love That Dog packet. Keep up the hard work. Today you are going to be reading just the month of April. So read all of the poems with the title April on it. As you do that, remember to look through your comprehension questions, answer those after you read them or during. And as you do it, remember our I can statement today is I can identify the theme of a poem by using comprehension clues. All right, guys, I will see you guys later. Let me know if you have any questions or any problems. Bye, guys.